Hello and welcome back, DragonCon intrepid heroes, for our first town hall of the DragonCon 2022 season.
Oh!
Woo! And with me, of course, is Little Red Dot.
Hi, friends.
My fantastic co-host. Hi, friend. Oh, your hair looks magnificent. I like that.
Thanks.
Red in the front.
Yeah.
Super cute. Oh, wait, but who else is with us this evening?
Our rock star ASL friend, Teddy.
Yay! Give it up for Teddy. Thank you for being here, sir. Well, we have an exciting show planned for everyone. We've missed everyone so much. I know we last saw each other back over the holidays, and we're ready to gear back up. We're a little earlier this year, so that must mean we have lots more information to give to fans.
Ooh.
That's what I think. And speaking of fans, we can't have fans enjoyment without hardworking volunteers to make all that happen, right?
It's true.
So, Dot, how many years have you volunteered at DragonCon now?
Oh my goodness. Okay. When did I move to Atlanta? Okay, my first DragonCon was in, I have to think about this, was in 2011 when I moved here after undergrad. I moved to Atlanta, moved to the big city, baby. It was great. And that was my first DragonCon.
Mm-hmm.
Was 2012. That was my first DragonCon. So I think my first year volunteering was the next year. So it would have been like 2013.
Oh, nice. Well, thank you for all of your hard work and service that you've given to us over the years. I know I started way back in 2001. So this will be my 21st DragonCon, 2022. No, it'll be my 22nd DragonCon because it's always however many years there are after the millennial. So 2022, this will be my 22nd DragonCon. And I didn't come on board as an employee until like 2008. So for the first 7 or 8 years, I was a volunteer, even though I still volunteer my time over the weekend for the DragonCon holidays. So without people that make the engine go, fans can't have a great time. So Teddy, how long have you been a volunteer at DragonCon?
I started volunteering in 2016.
Okay, so this will be your 6th year.
6th year, yep.
Nice. Well, thank you for all that you do to help people in the community to understand our talking heads. Even though we get chastised quite a bit for speaking too quickly, I am certainly guilty of it. Thank you for your patience, as always, and for being here tonight. So for volunteers, not only do you get the joy of, giving back to the community and helping fans have the best experience at DragonCon, but we also reward those volunteers with things like our Volunteer Appreciation Day that we just had last month.
It's true. Nobody says thank you like DragonCon.
That's true. That's true. So where was it again that we were at this last month?
I don't know. I feel like there were like fish. Yeah. No. It wasn't fish. No. Was it water? No. Was it penguins? No.
Well, maybe those and maybe some otters.
Maybe some otters. I don't know. I'm not exactly sure. I'm a little foggy. I know I was there, but I'm just blanking on this incredible experience that definitely didn't happen
at the Georgia
Aquarium. Yeah.
Well, to refresh our memories, I think we have a little clip that we're ready to play to show all of our fans and future volunteers how much fun we have.
Nice. Seeing all those happy volunteers at the end just made my heart swell a little bit.
Just a little bit. 2 more sizes bigger, at least.
At least.
That was a quick clip from an extended interview from our friend over at DCTV, Charles Strums. So make sure to head over to DCTV's social media channels. They've got the full video up if you would like to hear him talk to our co-chair, our director of finance, and lots of other volunteers to talk about the different areas. So speaking of volunteers from different areas, I'm catching a theme here tonight.
What? No, could it be? You don't happen to be hiding volunteers behind the scenes, do you, Tony?
Maybe 1 or 3.
1 or 3. Gasp. Well, I feel like maybe we should let them out.
Okay, just for a few minutes.
Just for a few minutes, though. Yeah. We have in fact, we do have 3.
Oh,
3 to let
good.
out.
3.
Are we gonna do them one at a time?
Yes.
One at a time. All right. First up, drum roll. Everybody at home, please. Debbie Shannon.
Yay, Debbie Shannon.
Woo! Oh, thanks so much for joining us. I love this Queen D of safety. Safety. So I want to know a little bit about what you do for safety and how long have you been volunteering? Where is your origin story?
So this will be my 11th year.
Wow. Okay.
And I've been in safety. I've worked with, I worked in tech ops first, my first year, because I just wanted to see what it was like, what was all involved into being a volunteer. I came the first year with my friends, so I used to give a hard time to going, how could you possibly do that? That's too many people. And then I came, I had such a great time that I'm like, volunteerism is in my heart. So I was like, what can I do? Where can I go? So I started in tech ops just to see what it was like, what was going on. And then I didn't feel like that was the perfect fit for me. I had a lot more to offer. So then I went over to safety, AKA security. And I have done a lot with them. And it's mainly helping out our guests that come if something happens and they need to be escorted to a location and they can't have a guide that comes with them, we take care of them. It's also making sure that when it rains and you have to have people coming in different directions, it's making people understand you can go this way, you can't go that way. And it's also making sure that people on the outside don't get into hotels. There's so many things that come in with safety to eliminate.
You're the real heroes. Do you know that? Y'all are the real heroes. You keep us safe.
Yeah. Well, no, that's why they call us safety and not
keeping it safe. Well, I mean, for every person that doesn't have a badge that's at DragonCon, that's more room for us to walk around. We love
it's true. Yeah, a little extra elbow space. Yeah.
Yes. So
and
go ahead.
I have a gift, I guess, because I've lived all over the United States to tell people how they need to straighten up without making it feel inferior.
You got that mom voice, right? But you're far too young to be a mom.
Give me the tip. I appreciate you coming, but you kind of have to exit this elevator because I have a guest to get on, and we can do it one of 2 ways. You can volunteer to get off, or I can make you get off.
Well, thank you for being
talk about a mic drop.
She's like frozen in place. Oh, man. Well, we don't want to keep the interruption going. I guess maybe there was a tech difficulty. Yeah. Let's bring on our second volunteer, Amanda Montaigne.
Oh, wait.
There she is.
Back. Wait, you're back. You're back. Yay. Good. Woo, man. That was a serious. I was like on the edge of my seat when the.
Is there more to the story?
Yes. And actually, the person was one of the doctors that came to visit. So I got a reputation after that of if anybody needed any gentle guidance, that I would be the one to talk to them.
Safety, our gentle guides of DragonCon. I love it so much.
But so speaking of gentle guides, let's bring on our second volunteer of the evening to tell us a little bit about what she does. Her name is Amanda Montaigne. Woo-hoo. Hello, Amanda.
Amanda.
Hi, nice to be here tonight.
Yes, we're so glad to have you. So tell us a little bit about the area that you're from and how long you've been volunteering for DragonCon.
I have been volunteering for DragonCon, I believe, 7 years now.
Nice.
I started in load out because boxes are not scary. I did that for 5 years, and that's just getting everything set up.
Wow.
Before everybody gets there.
Nice.
I'm a band kid, so early is on time.
Yes.
So.
Yeah, that is a mantra that everyone should adopt. Yeah, there's a lot that goes into load in, load out. So you're in media relations, guest operations?
I did load in, load out for 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, well, I can do something during the convention. Media relations had an opening, so I went and got in there. And then this past year they needed some help in guest ops, and it's like, hey, you've done a really good job, if you could go and help them out, that'd be great. And it's hard work, but I had a blast with it.
I love it. So it sounds like I'm detecting a pattern here, that it's like, come to DragonCon, survey the land, volunteer in an area, network, get your feet wet, and then, find some other cool things that groove really well for your needs and your talents.
Become obsessed.
Become obsessed.
That's the last thing on the list. Yeah.
Dot, you said there were 3 guests tonight.
Anytime anybody asks for help, you gotta help.
It's true. What a good, another great motto for DragonCon. Well, we do have a third guest, which we definitely need to get in. I want to welcome Juan to the table. Come on in, the drum roll, please. We had a drum roll prepared. Who was that?
Hello.
Hi, welcome in.
Thank you.
Hi, so excited to have you. Now, you've got to tell us a little bit about what Tech Ops does for DragonCon. I feel like I'm building, it's like a little bit of an Avengers unit right now of all of these incredible volunteers that tell us why they're heroes. And so what do you do, and how long have you been doing it for DragonCon?
So Tech Ops in general, we set up the AV gear that's in all of the programming spaces. So, mics, speakers, projectors, computer connections, etc. And we basically run that throughout the entire convention. So the department is a big department, and we basically operate around the clock, 24, however many days, 24/5, I guess. And then we break it down when the show's over, and we just deal with any issues that may come up throughout the show. And then the flip side of it, which a lot of people don't realize, is that we do a little bit of logistics as well, because in some of the bigger ballrooms, you need to make sure that the room is loaded in and loaded out, and in a timely and organized fashion. So all those people that have been standing in line for half an hour waiting for the next panel, they all get a seat, and and it all happens in a very organized fashion.
Wow.
So there's that aspect of it as well.
Is DragonCon, one of the things that stands them apart from other conventions is that we do clear the room after every panel, so that there aren't seat fillers that stay in a room all day long for a panel that may be later in the afternoon, so that everyone has an equal opportunity to get in line for the next panel that they would like to be participating in. So that we appreciate all of the help that Tech Ops does. I mean, you got loading in and loading out in like 15-20 minutes before the next panel starts, 30 minutes.
Just think about every time you come in contact with a cable, a piece of technology at DragonCon. All weekend long, from every projector y'all put up, no doubt, all the way to all of the sound equipment for the raves, to microphones. I imagine running power to the pizza stand in the middle of the Marriott lobby. I imagine there's so many things that go into that. It's huge.
And they also cover all of the headphones and anything that you might need for any of the safety people as well.
Oh yeah, the walkies. The radios. That's right.
Because we have a big campus. Our show is spread out far and wide. I love that. So we have a few questions for you, if that's all right, everyone.
Sure.
Woohoo! So we just wanted to, let you out and hang out with masses, preach about how wonderful volunteering for DragonCon is. So what's our first question on the list?
So it seems that all of you have a lot of time dedicated to volunteering at DragonCon, which means that for some reason you keep coming back. You keep coming back because something brings you there. So what really makes DragonCon the volunteer show for you?
For me, it's like a family. You get to go hang out with some of your favorite family, the people you actually choose to be family, people that get you, that understand you, that understands that there's not everybody just fits into a box. Everybody can express whoever they are and whoever they want to be. So that to me is probably the best part of it.
Yeah.
How about you?
I would say that learning new skills outside my normal wheelhouse of my regular day job. And I've also, with the volunteering, I've gotten to see some really cool behind the scenes secrets that help make the show run. And that's super cool.
Secrets, you say?
Yeah, pulling back the curtain, huh? Okay, all right. I like it.
What's a juicy secret that you can share with everyone?
It takes a long time to put tape on the floor in the
That's like a setup for a good joke. Well, how long does it take to put tape on a floor? No, I bet. Yeah, you got to keep all the cords taped down to keep it safe for people to walk. So yeah,
and all of that paths y'all lay out, and all of the colored stuff to pick up, all of the colored lines to pick up badges. Wow.
Yeah. So Juan, how about you?
Well, I basically DragonCon I feel like is my people, so to speak, both on a big scale, the whole show, just being around people, that get it, so to speak, and then on a smaller scale within the department and even within the hotel that I volunteer in, because I've been a ballroom lead in the Sheraton for a few years now, and I'm just I keep seeing the same people, and we know each other, and we see each other during the con and stuff, so it's just seeing those people, that you see year after year, so
family, the extended family.
Yep, like which is why I've been volunteering. And which is why I've been volunteering since 2011. I forgot to say that earlier.
And I've had experiences where I've got to see Peter Mayhew geek out over Julian Glover.
Oh,
so it's really cool to watch a guest geek out over another guest.
That's a fan of another guest, and they're just as geeky as anybody else that's there. So
yeah,
I guess you kind of have to be a part of DragonCon, whether you're a guest, a volunteer, a fan. There's a level of geekiness that we all have inherently inside of us to want to get together on Labor Day weekend. Now, for a follow-up question, Juan, how did you find out about DragonCon?
Oh,
it's been so long. I think it was just from old friends. I do remember when I first found out about Tech Ops. I was volunteering on in the short film, and one of the people that I was working with, she told me about Tech Ops, and and that people were, that Tech Ops was looking for more volunteers. So that's really how I got into volunteering. And once I did that, I kind of, never looked back. It's almost hard for me to, imagine for me attending the show as just a regular attendee, because volunteering just makes me feel warm and fuzzy on the inside, so, and then you get to see a lot of the show that you wouldn't see from just attending. So yeah, I just makes me feel nice and warm and fuzzy.
Yes, agreed. Amanda, how about you? How did you find out about DragonCon?
I actually remember exactly where I was. I was in 7th grade band, and somebody's like, "Oh, my older cousin is going to DragonCon. Oh, that sounds nice." And I just put it away. Fast forward, I went to my first in-person show in 2010. And you know this story, Tony. I went to a panel you moderated, and you did impress me so much. I went and I friended you on Facebook, and you put out a call the next year for Load and Load Out volunteers. And
I'll slip you a 20 later for the nice plug.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad that was one of the things that helped catalyst. I mean, that's why it's always important that every volunteer, whatever it is that you're doing at the show, there are always eyes watching you, that there are always people listening. And if you make them feel welcome and offer that good Southern hospitality that DragonCon is known for doing, then you can help build that army and that family to help provide that same experience that you had back to the fans. Shannon, how about Miss Shannon? How about you? How did you find out about DragonCon?
Well, first I came to visit, and then there were people there that I didn't know went to DragonCon that had volunteered for DragonCon for years. So I got to talk to them, and they were like, "Oh, great! I think you'd be fabulous. You need to come do this." And I was like, "Okay." And so the first year I was like, "Okay, well, this is pretty cool. Plus, you get a free T-shirt and dinner after." Yes, I'm always
We love food.
for food, so But after that, I just want to tell people, if they come and they volunteer in an area that they're like, well, I don't like this, maybe I should try something else. There's always plenty of room to, like someone said, network and go someplace else.
Yeah, we have like over 130 different departments at DragonCon. So what appeals to some people may not appeal to others. I mean, we have like a costuming track, and for people that love to arts and crafts their cosplay and their costumes, and they want to give back teaching sewing techniques, I know that that's an area that would draw someone that likes to build cosplays and know a lot about costuming. But that's not a passion that's necessarily shared by everyone. There's something for everyone. I always tell people that when they're a little hesitant about DragonCon, that I'm like, you have to go to see it, to believe it. There is something for everyone, I promise. And same for a volunteer. Just come and be a part of the show. We will find the perfect home for you where you feel like you can be your strongest, best self. Absolutely.
It's true.
I think people watching too is just some of the best, the people's costumes and to see all of the amazing work people do, that you're just like, how did you think of that? And how long did it take you to do this? So you can be a volunteer and a fan at the same time for a lot of people.
And if you volunteer, you can cosplay also.
It's true.
Well,
within reason, if you're still able to perform the function as a volunteer, yes. But I've gotten lots of questions over the years where people are like, can I still dress up? And I'm like, well, of course you can.
Why not?
Let it go. We want to see what you've got. Let's do it. Absolutely.
Love it.
So Dot, you have another question to ask our guests?
Yeah, I think we talked a little bit about what brings you back kind of year after year, but I'm going to ask the real tough question here. All right. I'm going to ask a tough question, which is, of all the amazing things that you get back for volunteering at DragonCon, what's your favorite? There's dinners, there's stuff. What is your favorite?
See, that's the hardest question.
I told you it would be the hardest question, because DragonCon gives you so much awesome stuff for volunteering.
They do. And every year there's something new. Every year there's a new adventure. There's, with dealing with COVID, you had to, making sure everybody last year had their vaccinations. And so even though we love that the actual organization wants to take care of their volunteers, it's going to technically work what you're volunteering for, an organization that really takes what you do. They don't take it for granted. They appreciate everything that you do. And I think that's probably one of my favorite things, is working for someone that appreciates who you are and what you bring to the organization. Doing the smallest amount of bit of, making sure that people stay in line to get where they need to go, all the way up to, fabulous Tony over there that gets to work in the home office. Everybody's appreciated. Everybody's appreciated.
I'll slip you a 20 later too. I'm going to run out of money before the night.
Man. I need to start working on some compliments here. What about you? What about you, Amanda? You have any thoughts on what do you love about your time volunteering? What do you get back for giving back?
I mean, for me, I'm going to say what everybody else has said. It's the people that you work with. They become your family, and you meet new people every day or every year, and I have friendships that we just pick up. We may not talk during the year except for DragonCon, but we just pick right up like nothing's happened. No time has passed. So.
Yeah, that tight bond of DragonCon. I love it.
Juan, how about you?
Well, I enjoy what I do at DragonCon. I've just stayed with Tech Ops ever since I started volunteering. So, I feel like I kind of found my perfect match department from the get-go. And, the swag and all the appreciation that you guys, that DragonCon gives us, the volunteers, that's great. But I think it's just, the energy of being, somebody that works behind the scenes, at such a great convention. I think that's very important. And just, seeing everybody, all the people that I volunteer with, and, that I go with. My fiance, we've gone together ever since we met, so I think it's just all the people that, that I end up dealing with.
Did you meet her at DragonCon?
We did not meet at DragonCon, but she actually, funny enough, remembered me from a volunteer meeting before we met in person.
Oh,
love is in the air.
Yeah, I was about to say, not only do you go to the aquarium and dinners and swag, you might even find love. Yeah.
I remember they did a speed.
Oh no!
Like dating one year.
Oh, there she is.
Oh, I'm back.
I
remember they did a speed light dating one year, and you could meet so many different people. That was interesting.
Oh, I love that. Gosh, there are things I learned new things about DragonCon every time I talk.
Me too. That's cool.
That's cool. Didn't know that we ever did that. That's awesome.
Yeah. Now, it looks like chat has a lot of questions actually more about how to volunteer. It seems like our super team here maybe got some people interested.
Well, let's not keep our guests hostage for long. So we can then entice our fans that are watching on how they might be a volunteer. So I want to say goodbye to Debbie Shannon. Thank you so much for being here tonight.
Thanks, gang.
And Manda Montaigne. And Juan.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you, Pizza Boat. Yay! So we're going to go over maybe like the list of perks that volunteers get, and then we'll field some questions at the end of the show because I know we have one more surprise guest that's going to talk to us in just a couple minutes.
Yes, we do. So I think it's important to note how many volunteers. I saw that question. I think it's 2,400 volunteers approximately.
Jerry, great question. Yeah, there are 2,300, 2,400 volunteers, and that does include like all of the leads and directors and senior staff and everyone. I think it's in the ballpark of that number. Right. I could be mistaken, but I think I've seen that number before.
So where do they start? Let's say they are ready to volunteer. Where can they get some packet, maybe some information or volunteer guide?
Our fantastic website, DragonCon.org. There's a participate section, and in that drop-down menu, there's a space called volunteers. And they can go to DragonCon.org, find that volunteer section, read all the pertinent details, has all the contact information, and the form to fill out to get your navigation through Event Any, which is the platform we use for all of our volunteers. It's a really great platform.
So great.
It helps with scheduling and putting in like your t-shirt size because you get a t-shirt. So yeah, like speaking of perks, Dot, what are all the perks that our volunteers get?
Oh my gosh, so many perks. So many perks. Okay, so noting most departments are going to change in terms of hours, but for your hours that you work, you're going to get a free badge to the convention. Surprise, surprise.
Free badge.
I know. Aside from a $20 processing fee, everybody, I need to be transparent because it's in parentheses. A free t-shirt. Tony mentioned that. A free lanyard. Access to what we call the Dead Dog Appreciation event after the show. That's that incredible dinner that got whispered about earlier. Volunteer appreciation days hosted at all kinds of I've been to one at Dave and Buster's, right? We had the one here at the aquarium. The zoo has had one. Andretti's has had one. So lots of really fun places where all the volunteers get to come together outside of DragonCon with no work involved. We just get to show up, we get to eat, and we get to play.
Yes, we've done Six Flags a couple of times. Yeah, like the list goes on and on. We've taken our volunteers on lots of field trips, if you will, to show how much we appreciate them.
Oh, I like that. Little volunteer field trips. And of course, no field trip is complete without a little bit of swag. So there will be swag throughout the years, like random drawings, freebie tables, and then best of all, that big heart swelling. Does everybody feel it? Do you feel your heart swelling as you fill out your form at dragoncon.org to volunteer? Because the best thing of everything that you get is the family and the love that you make. That puts this whole process on, this whole DragonCon thing together.
Spreading the joy that is DragonCon. Oh, look, we have a little bit.ly in its case sensitive.
It is
22 new volley app. I love it. Volleys, new volleys.
Yeah, we want all the new volley tiers, please.
I love it. And if anybody has any specific questions, they're welcome to throw them in the chats. I know that we have directors from DragonCon standing by to assist any of our fans that maybe have some questions. Yeah. So even if you don't want to necessarily come on board as like a full weekend volunteer warrior, we encourage all of our fans, like if you have like a day that you're like, I really don't have huge plans, you can always check out a department and lend hands wherever they're needed. No one's going to say no to you if you have a few hours of your time. I know that we have several volunteers that help build the stores. We even have a couple of like our Eternal members that aren't volunteers that are like, nope, I'm here early. I'm here a couple of days early. Let me pitch in and help get everything unloaded, get things set up. And then they kind of walk away and not worry about it because they're there to have fun, but they feel like that they're giving back by pitching in for a few hours. So we don't want anybody to feel like that they have to be married to a full-time volunteer gig, that you just pitch in hands where needed. We appreciate it, and it's what makes the show go.
It's true. Absolutely. All help is good help, everybody.
Yes.
All right. Now, we talked about a little bit of perks for volunteers, but, you know, I want to know some of what's coming down the pipeline for DragonCon. Yeah, perks for fans. We love our volunteers, but we love our fans too. So I want to know about some perks for our fans.
Oh, maybe we can have some help with a special guest.
Oh, that'd be nice. That'd be nice. Or does anybody else in hostage?
I don't know. Maybe Tony Anderson.
Oh, you're muted.
Quite the wait back there, y'all. I was sweating it out. I did not know if I could make it.
Well, we're glad to give you a little topside air.
Yes.
Thank you for having me. Tony, you said 21 years of volunteering. You don't look a day over 30. You can just Venmo me the 20. So I hope
you mispronounced. I was a fetus when I started. It's fine.
Oh.
Hope everyone's doing good. I'm excited to be here. It's I think we met last over the holiday. And it's funny talking about volunteers. I many moons ago, 8-9 years ago, would help out a little bit here and there, like you mentioned, Tony. I did not do full-fledged, but I would help out here, help out there, and volunteered on panels and things, and haven't looked back. So it's been a blast, and I would recommend it to a lot of people. It helped me personally, and helped me professionally, believe it or not, too. So
nice.
It's been great. So hope to see everyone there. Speaking of getting people to come check it out, we have the literary guest of honor.
Oh,
whoa!
I get the pleasure of announcing this person, and yes,
I know who it is.
Did bring my drum roll. So the 2022 literary guest of honor this year, Nnedi Okorafor. Now, this person is amazing. First off, she's also a PhD, which blows my mind.
Wow.
She's best known for her Binti series of novels. Also, Who Fears Death, Zara the Windseeker, Akata Witch, Akata Warrior, way more than we have time for. She has a ton of awards and accolades. And what really blew my mind was I was scrolling through, you can go to Wikipedia, all the accolades and nominations are there. I thought I was done, and that was just novels. And then there was comics and short writing she had accolades for. So it was amazing. In doing my research, I'm excited now. Now I want to hear what she has to say, the story she has to tell. I'm interested.
She's won all the major literary awards. She's one of the only people that has gotten all of them, like the Hugo and the Nebula. And she, like her Bindi series, I think has been picked up by Hulu as a television series.
Oh,
possibly. So I think she's like on the verge of like exploding into mainstream media for maybe people that don't just are locked in the literary sector, that maybe need a little bit more visual entertainment to find her stuff. That's
I'm one of those people. Not the most well versed in the literary, and I was like, what is going on? there's so much here. So I'm about to become versed because I want to check it out.
Yeah, we'll definitely make sure to spend time visiting with her and having her visit fans. I'm absolutely certain this will be her first time at DragonCon, and to be your literary guest of honor, that's huge. Yeah.
Always fun.
All right, Tony, so what else you got for us, Tony?
I know we're running a little long, but I got a text. I was sitting back here struggling, and I got a text that I was allowed a little bit of information about another guest.
Oh, really?
Do we have time? Yeah, just a little bit.
Yes, of course.
A spoiler guest? All right, buckle up.
Here's the thing. I don't know. I'll be perfectly honest. I don't know who it is. So I'm hoping you guys can help me. All I was told in the text, they said, don't say any more. You are allowed to say Star Trek fans will be excited. And I said, well, what does that mean? And then complete silence.
Live long and prosper.
So I don't know. That's all I know. I'm hoping
that's
you
more
guys...
than the information that I have. Dot, do you have anything?
You mean about how much I love the fact it's going to be a Star Trek fan?
No, I want to know who it is. Somebody
I don't know.
9 properties.
Here, you know what? Let me just roll an investigation for you.
Yeah.
And see if I can't find that bit of information. Yeah, I don't know. That's so exciting. I mean, look, if y'all want to pontificate, I got a microphone. We'll just see here. I mean, there's so many that it could be.
Many. But that I would love to hear from fans in the chats, like, who do they think it might be? Or maybe it's several? I don't know. Now, I do know that I've been, I always make sure there's an Easter egg in my frame. And I do know that for next month, Dot and I will be doing the Town Hall live from our sister show, MomoCon.
It's true. It's true.
Thursday evening of the show. So we hope to see all the fans there. It should be a good time. Do we have time to go over a few questions?
I feel.
Yeah. Ooh, what do you got, Dot?
Lot, do you see some? Let's see. We asked if there was an official volunteer guide, but I think we pointed everybody to the website, which seems to be the most official place that you can find the things that you need. We mentioned that departments in terms of hours may vary, but 20 to 25. But as Tony mentioned, we'll take any hours. We'll take 2 hours. Mm-hmm. We'll take anything that you want to offer.
The full-time volunteer, it's more like a pass-fail. So it's whatever you negotiate with the department that you're in, because everyone has different needs.
Right. And then we've got we're adding to that illustrious approximate 2,400 number. That's a big family for volunteers to come and join, as our guest mentioned. So love that. And there is this sweet link below. It is case sensitive. And that will take you where you need to go to find out more information, to probably get signed up. I
love that.
I don't know that we have any other questions. I think we've covered the gamut, unless of course chat is just chattering away.
I know that we had a bunch of directors and our social media teams were standing by to help fans with general questions.
Great.
And directors to answer questions about specific areas. If there were fans out there that are like, hey, I'm really into comics. Is there a comics department that I can volunteer in? And we can say, why, yes, there is. I look forward to seeing you, Dot, in a few weeks.
That's right. We'll be at MomoCon, everybody.
MomoCon.
Come hang out. I'll be on a few panels,
my shirt.
I see that. You nailed it.
Anime.
I didn't. I have my little, look, I have tiny dragon.
You got your baby. I got her older brother. So,
Tony's rocking with that Marriott carpet swag back there. I see you.
Chewbacca.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Look
cute.
At Chewbacca. Or is that you? Oh, wait.
I've got some really nerdy stuff. Like I recently added an April O'Neil to my lineup. She's right back here.
We love April.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm not that hairy. I'll just say, sorry to disappoint.
Speaking of Harry, I'm going to get out of this situation.
Woo!
Thanks, everyone, for tuning in for our first town hall of the season. We have another one coming up next month. Can't wait to bring you some more details about our upcoming DragonCon show. Good night, everyone.
See you then.
Thanks.